And welcome back to the Underground Broadcast, motherfuckers!
Live.
Cheers! Let me hit it for the woke pack, for all the ones that are here. Let's hit it for roast.
Live.
Sorry, I don't have an intro for you, roast. Wait, actually, I should have done this. But I might be working on something. I don't know. I don't know enough about you, motherfucker. You just come in, watch wrestling, and then you leave. So maybe I'll do something about wrestling. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see, roast. You've been here long enough. Maybe you've earned your stripes. Yeah. Let's hit it for Joku, who's also here.
I want to have the world's most comfortable pair of ultra soft.
Happy Friday, everybody. The weekend's here. Hope you all had a good one. A safe one. Cheers, everybody. Don't forget to follow us on social medias and shit. I know Street Team Tony and the rest of you motherfuckers follow us, but those of you who don't, let us know. There we are. sunofman665 in the Underground Broadcast. And we don't have a Rumble, but you look us up in the Rumble, we'll come at. What up, Timmons? Let me hit it for Timmons while I fix my fan.
I spent 8 years trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply
a dancing clown that's been convicted of 38 murders.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
See anything you like? See anything you like?
Hey, Timmons. Get your ass away from there. Cheers, Timmons. Thank you for being here. You know what? Where is my motherfucking Pineapple Express? God damn it. This is something I should have done way before I even came here. It's probably in the living room. Oh well. We'll get that in a minute. Don't worry. You know what? We're gonna get it right now. I don't give a fuck. We can't do this program without me being high. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I apologize, right? But if we had money, we'd have an assistant, and we'd just be like, bringing us the weed. We'd all be here. I wouldn't have to be doing all that shit. On top of getting the show ready, putting on my makeup, and all this ass. Just for your entertainment. So, don't bitch when I fuck up. It's normal. Anyways, yeah, follow us, and I want to thank again Super Saiyan Joku Roast, and I think Starscream helped us too. Everybody who's donated, we're trying to get to $50 so we can upgrade the AI. We ran out of tokens, so you're not going to see any AI until the following week. That's when we'll have AI. God damn it. But yes, we would have had some really, because there's some good stories, I would have had some good fucking videos of AI to show you, but we ran out of tokens. Anyways, if we can upgrade the AI, we'll definitely have it every fucking month. Hopefully for every show. Yeah, anyways, we're moving on. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and all that ass. But let's get the show started and get started with the weekly political news.
Is on? Hello. Hello, no ho. Okay.
In the Ice Age, how much taxes did people pay?
Richard Nixon, surprisingly, had problems.
You could experience everything from a plane crashing into our Trade Center to
The dark side.
is very powerful in Biden.
That's a banana republic without the banana.
I'm being indicted for you. Thanks a lot.
Jesus was arrested.
His gaggle of crackpot lawyers.
I say sometimes to a lawyer, are you sure you want to represent me?
His weight is listed 215.
He looks good, and he looks hard.
She'd rather let
What?
Cheers, everybody. We gotta love Trump. The content president is what people are calling him on YouTube. Because there's never been more content on a president ever before in the history of America. Like there is on this fucker. God bless him. Cheers. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the man. The one we've all been discussing for the past, 10, 15 years. Donald J. Trump.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs.
I want to build the wall. We need the wall. But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
That's right. And we're getting them out. We're about... Carry the 1 plus the 2. I think they brought 2 of them back. So let me subtract that. We got about 57% of them out already. The criminals. All right? Once we got 100% of the criminals, then we're coming after the rest. Right now, we're giving the rest of them a chance to leave on their own. We'll buy them a ticket and a bus. Get the fuck out of here. But after we're done with the criminals, anybody who has a record, you're out. We're going to be done soon. We're getting it done. Don't worry, guys. We're getting it done. Anyways. Embarrassments. We always talk about embarrassments, and there's no other embarrassment for the past 4 or 5 years than the goddamn previous administration. And now it is coming to light that everybody called Trump, he's crazy, he's a conspiracy, he's just talking shit. Oh, he's a hater, he's a rapist. Oh, he has orange tan and fucking hair plugs, and he got liposuction, and he raped women and shit. You can't believe anything he says. It's lies. Well, guess what? Now it's coming out to light that the liar was actually right. The evidence is right in front of your eyes this week. It was presented in a committee in front of the world to say. Of course, no one tuned in. It's a fake news. Won't cover this ass. But it happened in Washington. And they showed the proof of Joe Biden's actual demented old signature. Frail, withered signature. And then they showed the signature of the AutoPen, which is a machine created by Thomas Edison to forgerize any signature. That's how he got rich, not by selling the light bulb and electricity. That's a lie. All right. Motherfucker was a scam artist. Anyways, he wrote fucking fake checks all over town. He's the first fucking con artist. He didn't get caught. Anyways, fuck this ass. It's obvious what happened here. Joe Biden wasn't conscious for the past 6 years. And we were fed lies. But you don't have to take my word for it. I'm just a crazy guy with makeup on the internet, rambling on YouTube. So listen to this fucking lady, because she's obviously more educated than I am, right?
What was really going on in the White House, and why would no one say anything when, with your very own eyes, you could look at any of the footage and see what was transpiring with President Biden? And I think the fact that many of his own cabinet members knew that he was not fit to serve and that there was a cabal behind the curtain who was making all the decisions. The far left Bernie Sanders version of the Democrat Party that was using the AutoPen and making decisions and committing our great nation to policies that the American people did not support and would never have supported. Now we're finding out the media was all a part of the joke. They were part of the ruse. They were part of the fraud that was pushed forward. A Biden staffer told the authors that Biden just had to win and then he could disappear for 4 years. That's all they needed to do. And, you know, it is the following statement was he'd only have to show proof of life every once in a while. These staffers were what was really going on in the White House.
What was really going on in the White House? Trump knew.
That Muslim Obama was running the show.
Goddamn right. Cheers!
Live.
That's exactly what was happening, my friends. The previous administration stayed in charge again. Oh my God. People should be in jail. People should be in jail. You know who ratted? Who ratted all these people out? It was the actual aides that worked there because they saw all of this and they thought, well, this is kind of wrong, but we don't want Trump to be president, so I guess I'll go along with it. But they were confused because they knew that it was wrong. It didn't matter if Trump was going to be president. What you're doing is breaking the law and lying to the American public about who's really running the goddamn show. And that's really what was happening for the past 4 years. Because this man wasn't there, and we all saw it. And the news, like that lady said, the news was in on it. Because they kept on saying, Joe Biden's fine. And I played you clips weeks ago of that idiot on Fox News saying, this is the best Joe Biden ever. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Trump is as old as he is. He's 80 years old. Trump is going to be 84 by the time he gets out of office. And that's even if he makes it, because this idiot might die of a heart attack next year from all the McDonald's he eats every goddamn fucking day. They're almost the same age. Joe Biden was only 2 years older than this idiot. And Trump is more competent, more alive, more quick-witted. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. It's a big difference in the fucking person. And it was quite obvious, by the way. And on top of that, he also had cancer and he's dying. Stage 9 cancer, for God's sakes. Trump said it, so you know it's true. Oh my God. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. Nobody's in jail, by the way, because the badass thing about these Senate hearings is that the fake news rarely covers them. So you gotta have crazy motherfuckers like this guy, the sexy looking motherfucker right here. Oh yeah. Telling you the truth and the facts and showing you the videos of what went down. Yeah. So no one ever finds out about this. No one ever sees. And the crazy part about this, they have all these hearings, and in all these hearings, they always, I guarantee you, they always present facts, and they expose the goddamn truth. And no one gets in trouble, and no one goes to jail. It's basically, let's just come out here and humiliate the guy and tell you that we know you lied. In front of the world to see. Except no one actually sees because fake news won't show any of it. So there you go. A pat in the ass, as they say. Don't do it again. Is basically what's going to happen to Kamala Khan and Joe and Barack Obama and all those other motherfuckers who fucking, you know, leashed and pulled and tugged this old man around while he suffered unconsciously and shit. Anyways, I'm done talking about this embarrassment. Fuck you, Joe Biden. You fucking idiot. You embarrassed me. You dumbass. You embarrassed the nation. Shit. Let's get into it. Because a lot has developed since last week. Let's give you a recap of everything that's been going on. Because as we knew, there's been a big conflict in the Middle East, and Iran was deep shit in the middle of retaliating back from getting attacked from Israel, because this idiot over there, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. He's a Nazi. That's what I keep telling you. Shit. Trump had enough. The Jews kept asking us for help. Trump said, I'm going to wait 2 weeks. Trump's a smart man. You know, he is. He's a smart man. And Trump said, you know what? I'm going to wait 2 weeks to give you my decision. Within those 2 weeks, we're going to do our best to determine what the issues are and do my best to help these two find peace without any more violence. So, the following evening,
we bombed the shit out of them.
Cheers!
Live.
God damn it, we flew our B-2 bombers and 120 other jets, and we had a bunch of aircraft carriers, and we bombed the shit out of every nuclear site Iran had. And Trump even tweeted himself that very fucking next day in the morning. He didn't sleep, he was awake. They pumped him full of fucking liquid cocaine. They called Diddy. They already have Diddy's stash. So they just gave him some Ciroc and he stayed awake to witness all of this. So we're in different time zones, you know what I'm saying? He said, we have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. He says, that's right. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our warriors, our American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this like the United States of America, motherfuckers. Now it's time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. We handled the shit. Oh, yeah. Trump came out full banging and shit. But you know what it is? The fake news wants to come out and try to discredit this man. And the first thing they started saying,
we bombed the shit out of them.
I'm sorry, I pressed the button too soon. The first thing these assholes started saying was that, look at the pictures and shit. It doesn't look like they destroyed him. They're still there and shit. So Trump had to come out and shut them down.
That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with every one of those things, and that place is gone. But when I see CNN all night long, they're trying to say, well, maybe it wasn't really as demolished as we thought. It was demolished. You take a look at the pinpricks, and you see that place is gone. And I will say, I think CNN ought to apologize to the pilots of the B-2s. I think that MSDNC ought to apologize. I think these guys really, these networks and these cable networks are real losers. You really are. You're real losers. You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people, and the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak, pathetic disgrace.
He's a weak, pathetic disgrace. That motherfucker. He put them in their place. Dude, your country that you live in, that you report fucking national news on, just went overseas and did something very dangerous and shit. And instead of trying to calm the people and give hope and shit, you start saying, oh, we did it. Just a bunch of lies, like Trump says, fake news. You're discrediting. We're the best army in the world. And you're going on the, you're shitting on the country you live on. You live in, you idiot. God damn it. This news, the news is against us. They're against America. They don't like us. Trump knows it. Fucking fake news. But they kept showing the proof. Okay, we even had the generals come in here and show videos of the bombs hitting it, exploding and shit. And everybody was like, oh, fuck. That's right. Now let's be honest. We're not idiots. All right. Those bunkers are way deep down in the ground. So it's obvious those bombs caved everything in. And the radioactive material is still down there. But they're not gonna dig it up, you dumbasses. It's buried forever and destroyed. The containers are all, if they try to dig it up, they're gonna get contaminated and fucking die within minutes. It's over. It's over. But the fake news, they never quit. And they follow Trump all the way to the Netherlands. Shout out to D Post over there. He went to go see Trump. He shouted out, "We love you, Trump." Cheers, D Post.
Live.
He went over there and shit. And then Trump went to NATO to fucking fix the bullshit they're doing over there. And the fake news followed him. And they tried once again to instigate him.
Oh, fake news, CNN? Oh, yeah, here we go. Wait till you hear this question. You should really say how great our soldiers and our warriors are.
I think everyone appreciates our soldiers and our warriors. I do have two questions for you, Mr. President. You just cited Israeli intelligence on these attacks. Earlier, you said U.S. intelligence was inconclusive. Are you relying on Israeli intelligence for your assessment of the impact of the strikes?
No, this is also Iran made the statement. And it's also, if you read the document that was given that we can talk about if you'd like, the document said it could be very severe damage, but they didn't take that. They said it could be limited or it could be very severe. They really didn't know other than to say it could be limited or it could be very, very severe. And you didn't choose to put that because it was very early after. Since then, we've collected additional intelligence. We've also spoken to people who have seen the site, and the site is obliterated. And we think everything nuclear is down there. They didn't take it out. Okay.
Did you see that little girl in the fake news? She couldn't even acknowledge what Trump says. You should thank the soldiers. And she goes, I think everybody's thankful of them. She didn't even thank them. If she would have been, oh, I am very thank you to the soldiers who have helped me. She couldn't even fucking say it. And if you notice, with her little humped nose and her Jewish ways, we've been infiltrated by Mossad. Right, and Trump is trying to, he's not gonna get mingled and mangled away, all right? This is ass. The media is controlled by the Jews, the record companies, everything basically. Trump is just trying to restore America to its greatness. Hopefully liberate us of these Jewish chains. Everybody? Anyways. God damn it. Embarrassing us overseas at a NATO summit. Even Trump even said, oh, here it is. CNN fake news. Got about to ask a question. Wait, he told everybody. He told all the foreign press. Wait till you hear this question. Ha! The Trump was ready, motherfuckers.
Live.
You leaked a report, an early report. Something that you shouldn't have done because this is sensitive information. But the news leaked sensitive information saying, they didn't do enough damage. But the report says it could be no damage or it could be a lot. But we don't know because it's an early report. We should need more confirmation. Trump said, well, you're idiots. You're reporting on you leaked something that was even early that we didn't even pay attention because we're waiting for factual evidence. But now that we have it, we know we fucked everything. Idiot. But Trump is sick and tired of this. Trump eventually said, you know what, I'm done talking about fake news. Caroline Levitt, take care of this for me.
When we look at the entirety of the intelligence that we have to this date, it concludes that these strikes on the Iranian nuclear facilities were absolutely successful. It was a total obliteration, as the president said. And not only does our own intelligence say that, but also the Iranian foreign minister has said that. We saw Israel conclude the same thing based on their own intelligence. We also had the United Nations say that as well. So I think the only other time the United Nations, Israel, Iran, and the United States has agreed on something is that the sky is blue. But they all agree that Iran's nuclear facilities were completely demolished. And I would just like to reemphasize, you mentioned this was a low confidence preliminary intelligence assessment, and the entirety of that assessment was not leaked to the media. Only tidbits of that assessment were leaked to CNN. Journalism is trying to find the facts and the truth. And this week we saw this same reporter being used to push a fake narrative to try to undermine the president of the United States, and more importantly, the brave fighter pilots who conducted one of the most successful operations in United States history. And I think the American people fully know that this operation was a complete and total success.
Live.
Mic drop. Fuck you. This chick is good, man. Oh my god, just fucked you over just like that. You're an idiot. Iranian intelligence, fucking NATO intelligence, everyone's saying the same thing, but you decided to leak parts of information from the very beginning because you're a fucking conniving piece of shit that is trying to demoralize the United States of America from within. You fake news. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy how the enemy of our country is the fucking media, the news. It is not even being controlled by Americans. It's being controlled by foreign, yeah, Kanye is right. It's being controlled by the goddamn Jews. God damn it. We're fighting a war people don't understand. It's a war that's not happening in the Middle East. It's not happening in fucking Russia or Ukraine. It's not fucking in Mexico or in Africa or the drug war, the children being trafficked. The war is happening in your goddamn screens and the shit you watch every day. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But let's talk about it. Because we are, of course, Trump put a stop to this. He called them. They agreed to a ceasefire. They did. They agreed to a ceasefire. And of course, unfortunately, we are dealing with fucking Jews here. And those sneaky, greedy bastards broke the treaty within the fucking hour. And Trump was pissed.
Israel says that Iran violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you have to respond to Iran?
Mic drop.
Live.
He even told that dumb bitch, you understand that? You whore. And he walked away. He walked away, dude. You understand that? You whore. Tapped her pussy and walked away. Oh, yeah.
Live.
Dude, we have literally literally the best fucking president ever, bro. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. Not while this guy is fucking in the White House. People are afraid of him. We're so afraid that Israel stopped right away. Of course, all of this stopped in shit. And Trump brought peace once again to the Middle East.
Live.
Yeah. But then, of course, this never ends. It never ends for this man, all right? Because then, of course, we had the fake news coming out and spreading all these crazy panic shit. Fucking, we're gonna get attacked by Iran. Iran is gonna retaliate and shit. And so, of course, it happened. Iran attacked. All right, sorry about this. I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Here you go. And Trump, right away, let them know on Truth Social. Oh, and by the way, they didn't attack us on American soil. Let's be honest here. They don't have the capability to reach American soil. The only ones that do is the Chinese. That's it. That's it. Not even Russia has them. Putin's full of shit. That country is literally lies. There are tanks in their armies. They're just inflatable balloons and cardboard cutouts. It's a bunch of lies. They're lying. Putin doesn't have shit. Motherfucker, they don't even have fucking central heating and shit. Their people are dying and he's an idiot. You know, Russia is this big and the Ukraine's this small. And they've been having a war, an endless war that hasn't ended for years. Putin is a fucking dumbass. The United States were to run over fucking the Ukraine in minutes. Putin's taken years. He hasn't even taken, not even like one city. What a dumbass. This was a base in Qatar. All right, the United States have bases throughout the entire globe. I don't know if you all understand, right? But we are blessed to be living in the kingdom of the devil. We're blessed. No one else in the entire world is as privileged as us, motherfuckers. No one. The poorest, the poor, the homeless that you see over there asking for money in the street, in the corner. He lives like a king compared to a homeless person on the other side of the world. Hell, he lives like a king compared to a normal, honest, day working person on the other side of the world. Because you know what? On the other side of the world, this kind of shit over here happens every day. We're blessed. We're sheltered by this beautiful bubble because the devil controls America. And not until Jesus Christ returns, then we'll be fucked. But until then, y'all, we're good. We're good.
Live.
Don't worry, motherfuckers. I don't believe Jesus Christ is going to come back during our lifetime. So we're good. Don't worry about it. Keep living your lives. Anyways, as I was saying, look. They didn't do no damage. Just a basic guitar. And I don't think, and then the news, the fake news, is literally just trying to create fucking panic. Alright? Because Iran shooting missiles anywhere, period, is the equivalent of this. They don't have a sophisticated guiding system. They have something that is literally telling them it could reach this range and it'll hit this vicinity. Shoot it. All right. We can tell it hit this exact fucking window. And the bomb will go and yeah, once it hits the window, the whole building's gonna explode. But it hit that window only before everything else exploded. Because we're good. They don't have that kind of shit. The fake news wants to tell you that, they're gonna hit Americans next and we're in trouble and Trump brought us into another 10-year world. Look, motherfucker, I don't think these idiots understand exactly how politics actually work. How real world politics actually work. Now, obviously, Iran caved in when we bombed the shit out of their nuclear sites. They called and apologized to Trump and they said, okay, we know you're not playing around. We're sorry. We'll stop. But Israel has to stop too, Mr. Trump. You have to tell Israel to stop. And Trump says, don't worry, they'll stop. And so then Iran says, but Mr. Trump, you can't embarrass us like that in front of our own people. And Trump says, I know. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. How's about you attack a base in Qatar, right? Just let us know ahead of time. We'll move our troops out of there, and we can test our weapon defense systems. Shoot everything you got. You'll look good. You'll look good to your people, and we will look good to ours. And that's what happened. If you don't believe me, you think, oh, son of man's a crazy conspiracy and shit. He didn't know how the world works. He's just spreading lies and shit. Oh, yeah. You dumbasses. Here is Trump letting you know, spilling the beans himself.
That hardware is going to be made in America because we have the best hardware in the world. You saw that where 14 missiles were shot at us the other day. And they were very nice. They gave us warning. They said, we're going to shoot them. Is 1 o'clock okay? They said, it's fine. And everybody was emptied off the base, so they couldn't get hurt except for the gunners. They call them the gunners. And out of 14 high-end missiles that were shot at the base in Qatar, all 14, as you know, were shot down by our equipment. Amazing stuff. Amazing that they can do. It's like shooting a bullet with a bullet. It's the same thing if you think about it.
That was a NATO summit, and Trump literally said exactly what I just told you. But the fake news won't show this video on cable television. You have to go looking for this in alternative news on YouTube or on the internet. You idiots. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. We're gonna allow you to stay in power. You better stop. We'll spank your ass. Shit. Yeah, by the way, they called Trump daddy because they were talking about that. Two children. You leave them alone, and then you go spank them, and they stop. They say, yeah, Daddy Trump stopping them. The other guy, fucking now everybody's calling Trump daddy, the daddy of the world. He's fucking spanking everybody, saving the world. One spank at a time in the ass. Cheers.
Live.
These are goddamn Patriot missiles. Fuck yeah. You don't have any chance. We literally had a field day, a test run. Trump says, all right, we'll let you will. And there's a bunch of propaganda videos shown to the Iranian people. Poor idiots, sons of bitches. We're lucky to be in America. Those idiots are literally, because they can't see the stuff we're seeing on their internet. So they're just seeing propaganda. And their propaganda, they're showing that they attacked and blew everything up. And we showed the Americans and we warned the Americans they better not fuck with us ever again. And they're never gonna mess with us again. And that's what they're fucking saying in their news and shit. Oh my God. But it's allowed. This is world's politics. We're gonna allow you to continue your fucking manipulation of your people. You just better settle the fuck down and stay in your lane. And Trump even said, this is true. Look it up. Look it up. It's a 40-minute, and I watched it. It's a 40-minute United Nations summit, and everybody's reporters from around the world are asking Trump questions, and they're loving him. It's not until Fox News and CNN step up, and you saw Trump makes fun of them. Everybody else laughs too. They laugh at what Trump is saying about them and shit. But everybody respects him and they fucking love him. All the reporters around the world in the NATO, they were there. 40 minutes. Go watch it, motherfuckers. Look it up on YouTube. It's not gonna be on your fake news. So look it up. It's good. It's good. It says a lot of truths, you know, about what's going on and shit. Trump is bringing fucking peace to the world. The fake news doesn't stop with this man. This man, he's great. Bringing peace in the Middle East. Everything is normal. And we're fighting. The fake news wants to tell you otherwise, my friend. They want to tell you that he's a menace. He's a Nazi. That America's on fire. Everybody's suffering. And all this bullshit. You got to start rioting. You got to start standing up against authority. Don't listen to police officers. Burn buildings down. Go into a store and just take whatever you want. You don't need to pay for shit. You earned it. That's the kind of shit they want to fucking... That's the kind of shit they're spewing out they want you to believe in. Fuck them. That's not the country I want to live in. I like law and order. I like peace and prosperity. Yeah. Not these assholes. But they want to say that the whole United States is against this man. Well, let's just see what the people really think of Donald J. Trump.
Thank you so much, President Trump. Illegal crossings in the border are 0 now.
0. Does everyone hear that? 0.
Trump 2028. Do you intend, President Trump?
Who's that guy? I like him. He's working the cameras.
Did you catch that? I'm playing it again.
Thank you so much, President Trump. Illegal crossings in the border are 0 now.
0. Does everyone hear that? 0.
Trump 2028. Do you intend, President Trump?
Who's that guy? I like him. He's working the cameras.
That was a foreign Indian legal immigrant cameraman who yelled out Trump 2028 right after one of the real news, because before in the White House, I don't know if you know this, before in the White House, the only people that were allowed was MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News, and a bunch of favorite motherfuckers and shit. Because they don't just let anyone go in there to ask questions to the president. No, bro, they don't. You have to be on a list. Shit. They changed that list, and they're letting other news sources in, not just those assholes. We're tired of these bullshit questions. And so that lady from an alternative news said the rate of illegals coming into this country currently now is 0. And Trump says, did you hear her? And the camera guy goes, Trump 2028. The foreign Indian legal immigrant did it the right way. Got a job and shit and pays taxes. He wants Trump for another 4 years. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Oh, son of man. Oh, that doesn't count. Oh, well, why? Oh, it doesn't count because that was a man, and it was an Indian man, and you know they're dirty, so that really doesn't count. Oh yeah? Well, let's find out what the women fucking think of Donald J. Trump currently.
President Trump is working hard to finally bring peace to the country. I so hope they have hope now for a better day in Congo. They see what you're doing as a future, better future for Congo. For many years, many American presidents overlooked this conflict. They didn't do nothing. Even myself, I covered President Biden's administration. I pressed many times about this conflict. People are dying in Congo. This country has so much potential, but they need help because this war is destroying the country. They never gave me any answer. And the entire Congolese people, they see that finally they will have hope. And President Tshisekedi also mentioned at the end of my interview that when peace finally comes to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he's thinking to nominate you as a Nobel Prize Peace because he said you deserve, you have been working to bring peace in the world, not only at the Congo, and he's very hopeful to meet you in the future.
That's so nice, boy, and that's so beautifully stated. And Caroline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect, she said, she's beautiful and you are beautiful. I'm not allowed to say that, that could be the end of my political career, but I'll say it anyway. But you are beautiful and you're beautiful inside. So I wish I had more reporters like you.
Oh my God, James!
Live.
This lady's hot as fuck. Oh my God. And by the way, in case you don't know what the fuck was just happening there, Trump literally just made peace today, this morning, between Congo and Rwanda. Bunch of Africans that were killing each other for decades, murdering and chopping each other's heads and raping women and killing babies and shit. Trump had them sign a treaty and it's over. He's gonna get plumbing and schools and everything for them as long as they stop murdering and killing each other. He's gonna educate them. And this lady's so happy. She's gonna throw her pussy at this man. Cheers!
Live.
Not to mention this. Where the fuck? Sorry about that. I jumped the mic there. Where the fuck are all these the fake news and the BLMs? Here's Trump helping actual, real black people from Africa. What did this lady just say? I called President Biden from Wakanda asking for assistance. And I never got a respond. Or an email. Or a text message. Weren't the Democrats all about the blacks? About the BLMs? About helping people of color? Joe Biden, who was uncognitive and demented and was being just, locked in the closet, while Kamala Khan, that Indian Muslim, and Barack Obama, that Indian Muslim, were running the country, not giving a fuck about blacks or browns, Mexican browns. Only the crazy criminals that they let into this country. Oh my God. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Because this clip is not being shown by anybody in the United States media. Even though Trump looks bad in this clip. Because he's saying you're beautiful, you're hot. He's hitting on her. And the fake news is not even showing it. Why? Because she is praising him. She is saying he should be nominated for fucking a Nobel Prize for bringing peace to the world, something that the previous administration did not do. Wake the fuck up. Yeah. Trump is a rapist and a racist. But he loves America. For fuck's sakes. And if you were legally born in this country, you have nothing to fear. And you should love this country as much as he does. Because he loves Americans. He might like you a little bit less because your skin is darker than his. Or browner because he's pretty dark, he's orange. He doesn't like brown, he likes orange. But you're an American. And he likes you because of that. And he will defend and protect this country and make sure that it stays alive so that we can all thrive and continue living the privileged life that we all have. That's all I'm fucking trying to say. Cheers to you, Donald Trump. Cheers.
Cheers, motherfuckers. Woke Pack for life.
Woke Pack for life.
All right, here's a new beer. We're done. We're done with the goddamn weekly political news. Let's get the show on the road and keep it going with the motherfucking pop culture breakdown. Oh, sorry. What do you expect? I'm drunk and high, all right? I don't have $1 million. I don't have a staff. There ain't a white fucking Protestant sober motherfucker running the show, pressing the buttons so I can do my own thing here. No. It's a one-man army doing it all. Fucking enjoy it. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. This week, we're going to start with an unfortunate incident that should have never have happened. But apparently, Cobra Kai stars Martin Kove, is a legend, and Alicia Hannah Kim, a hottie, China, would do really well on OnlyFans. If she only knew. Well, they had an incident, and from the little speech bubble there, you can kind of guess what this incident was. But hey, don't take my word for it. Here's the video of how it went down.
Fight people. That is not okay.
That is assault.
And it's 100% up to her if she wants to pursue charges. I'd like to understand why you did that.
I apologize. I was just playing because we're very playful together, and I bit down too hard, and I meant to.
She's got a mouth mark on her.
I know.
No, we do not play like that. I
apologize.
No.
So.
No.
I don't know what world do we like where to bite and leave a mark on her, which is visible. That's super not cool, and I don't know if
it's felony assault.
That's super
not
cool.
I want to be very clear with witnesses. No, we're going to hear me because I want to be very clear in front of everyone here. Martin, you think it's funny to play with people. We are colleagues. I have played with you on set. We've danced, we've worked together, we've shaken hands, and I came to you as a colleague and I said to your son, hey, can you tell your dad not to bite me? I'm not going to the cops. I'm not going to anyone. He says, I'm sorry. I said, it's not his fault. Just tell your dad he can't bite me. Now, in the realm of what is normal and reasonable, and I don't know if you understand that, that's called civility and camaraderie, and it's called colleagues, friendship. That's what that is. I came to you with that benefit of the doubt. Then I came to your face and I said, Marty, I said it very gently to you, Marty, you may not bite me. It hurt. You try to justify it because I don't think you understand that you cannot bite other humans. So I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on in your brain, but for you to get outraged at me is completely and utterly inappropriate. And honestly, I'm ashamed of your dignity as an 80-year-old man to scream at a lady that you just bit. You say that we're friends and that we play. Sir, we work together. We shake hands. We do photo ops. We get along. When have I ever bit you?
When have I ever bit you? Words that only family members of Army Hammer should be hearing. What in the fuck? Now let me just say one thing. She did clearly state in the video, this is an 80-year-old man from a completely different age where I guess play biting was a thing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever bitten anybody. This one guy, he was on top of me. But he was a lot bigger. I had no other choice. So I bit his titty until he let me go. And he did. It worked. All right, when you're 5'0" and you weigh 98 pounds, what do you expect? All right, you got to use what God gave you, your mouth. Don't fuck with the son of man. Yeah. But this guy, bitter, right there at Comic-Con or whatever, fucking Dragon Con or Pussy Con, whatever the fuck they were at, bunch of nerds there dressing up as fucking dumbass characters, trying to get laid with each other. Dumbasses. Go to the club like everyone else and get drunk. Idiots. It's kind of embarrassing for this guy. She called the cops, and now it's all over. He had to make... I'm not going to show it because it's embarrassing, and I don't want to put the guy down even more and shit. I bite my kids out of anger. Fucking Joku. You better be careful. You don't want to be Army Hammer, motherfucker. That's what he does. He sent a couple of them to the hospital a couple of times. We talked about it in the past. Anyways. Oh, my God. This should have never happened. But I think it's obvious if you ask me. He's an 80-year-old man from a different time. He's drunk. He thought, oh, yeah. I'm back in middle school. I'm going to bite this little fucking Asian twat. She's going to love it and laugh and giggle, and then she's going to suck my dick afterwards. It's going to be awesome. No, old man. This is in 1949. This is the year 2025, and women are strong and woke. You fucked up. I am sorry, but I can't defend this, and he gave his fucking apology video already on IG and on social medias. It's all over. I'm not going to show it. It's embarrassing for the man. But he apologized. Did she overreact? I don't think so. Fuck, man. I would have had my husband, because she's married, I would have had my husband beat the shit out of him. My husband would have been bigger than me. With big muscles and a six-pack. You know, and the kind of muscles that connect like from your shoulder all the way to your fucking neck. He wouldn't have a neck. All right? This guy would be in trouble for pulling that shit. I don't give a fuck if he is 80 years old. My husband would beat the shit out of him. Let it be known. So I'm with this girl. He's lucky. He is lucky that they already finished filming the final season of Cobra Kai, so he doesn't ever need to ever see this girl again. And he's 80 years old. He could just duck away in the middle of fucking Wyoming somewhere in a farm, and no one will ever bother him or bring it up again. So, you know, he's lucky. Because if he was Ezra Miller or Jonathan Majors, he'd be fucked for the next 50 years. Cheers!
Live.
All right, we're moving on to more disappointments. We're gonna guess what? Oh my God, I don't even know. Let me load my hitter here for this. But more disappointments this week. Because none other than Starved for Attention, because my mom fucks all of my friends. Jaden Smith was caught in Paris doing drugs. Disgusting. Look at him. That pathetic loser. Wasting his life. Inhaling substances. Like a dick. Putting it in his mouth. Sucking away. You disgust me, Jaden. You piece of shit. There could have been children's around. But this guy's like a vampire and he's only awake after 2 a.m. It was like 4:30 in the morning. He's out there in public park in Paris with some other homosexual non-binary. He doesn't even know who the fuck he is. He doesn't know if his name is Tina or Tim. He wants to be called this week. So that's what Jaden is calling that fucking guy next to him. Yeah. Embarrassing. Fucking druggie. You disgust me, Jaden. You addict. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't worry, guys. It gets worse. Because apparently, the druggies and the disappointments don't fall far from the syringe. Because none other than his non-binary, hi, I'm a little boy, sister, Willow Smith, was then caught. Well, he wasn't caught. She publicly posted this on IG, hanging out with none other than fucking George P. Funk Clinton, smoking drugs. Disgusting. And embarrassing. If I was Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, I gotta say Pinkett, because she doesn't respect the man enough to actually take his name and erase her birth name. So you gotta say Pinkett. And this is what happens when you don't respect your husband, your gay homosexual husband. You don't respect him enough. Your children run amok and embarrass you and your whole legacy for the world to see. What can I say? It hasn't been said already. Well, I don't know. I think Big Willie has been doing a fine job as a man raising these druggies. In fact, he's doing such a good fucking job raising these two very fine individuals that he is now reaching out and giving his parenting advice for everyone. Joku, you better listen up, motherfucker. This is for you, motherfucker. Get your kids under control. Big Willie's gonna let you know how it goes fucking down. Yeah. He has now said, Jamie, him and his bald alopecia young boy fucking wife, oh yeah, fucked up. Yeah. They fucked up, he says. We fucked up. We were trying to raise them woke. And we told them when they were 5 years old that it didn't matter what they did, that they wouldn't get in trouble as long as they were honest and said the truth. They would never get in trouble, he said. If you lie, you're getting punished, you're getting spanked. Shit, I'm taking you down to the basement. I'm gonna do to you what I let those men do to me last night. So the kids were all like, this sounds like a trick, Dad. We're gonna get in trouble. No. If you're honest and you say the truth, you won't get in trouble. That's what he said. Well, that's what him and Jada decided to tell the kids. Okay. They were 5 years old. Well, the next day, Willow was running around like an idiot because they were playing hide and seek with Jaden inside the house. Everybody knows you don't play hide and seek inside the house, you idiots. You're going to break something. Go do it outside. And plus, you have the whole neighborhood to hide, so it's a lot better. People's backyards and shit. Man, we would go for blocks away. Hide and seek in our neighborhood was hide and seek, motherfuckers. It took hours before the game finished. And it wasn't just like, I find you. You had to grab the motherfucker. And that's it. I caught you. Now go sit down over there in the curb and wait for everyone else. If you couldn't catch him, he could run and hide to another block and hide again. You had to catch him. That was our hide and seek. We played outside. These dumb 5-year-olds were playing it inside. And Jada knocked down a fucking porcelain doll, little statuette that Will collected because he likes them. Not Jada. She don't like that pussy shit. But anyways, Willow knocked it down and it broke. And Will was furious. Who the fuck broke this? He said. Someone's getting fucked tonight. And Willow was crying. But she remembered what her daddy told her. As long as you're honest, you won't get in trouble. And she was scared because she knew it sounds like a lie. But she decided to tell her dad, I did it, Dad. I was running around and I broke it. I'm sorry. And Will calmed down. He did his downward dog and all that bullshit these pussies do. You know what I mean? And then he told his daughter, I said if you were honest, you won't get in trouble. And God damn it, you will not get in trouble. Thank you for telling me the truth. Don't do it again. And the Willow was like, oh shit. okay, Dad. And Jaden saw, and Jaden was all like, huh, all right. So Jaden went outside, he grabbed his baseball bat, and he smashed the fucking car window. And Will came outside, and what the fuck? And Jaden's like, sorry, Dad, I did it. And Will's like, well, fuck. Well, I'm sorry, son. Okay, fine. You were honest. It's okay. We're rich. Just buy another car. I could replace the window, but fuck it, let's just buy another car. It's alright. It's alright. Come here, son. Kissed him in the lips. Told him to go inside, patted his ass. And Jaden's all like, this is gonna be awesome. And then from then on, they started with this shit about, I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl. They're walking around doing drugs. And here we are, 15 years later. Will and fucking Jada Pinkett Smith fucking up. Trying to give you parenting advice of what not to do with your kids. He's literally telling you, don't do what we did. Don't tell them. Honesty, you won't get in trouble. No, because you're going to end up with these two. So, Joku, listen to Will Smith. You keep on spanking the shit out of them. You keep on yelling at them. And you keep on laying down the law. Because if you are as lenient as this idiot was with these kids, this is what you're going to end up with. And my friend, that's what you already are. You don't want your kids being you. Trust me. If I had kids, I wouldn't want them being this. Cheers.
Live.
Oh yeah, cheers to Big Willie and his fucking life. I fucking love that man. You know what I'm saying? Big Willie Styles all with him. Oh yeah. What did he say? What did he say? He said, I met Ali. He told me I'm the greatest. Getting jiggy with it. Oh yeah. That CD was the shit. I played that CD the whole summer down through the fall, motherfucker. I did. That CD was a shit. And then, of course, when the Men in Black, here come the Men in Black, the Galaxy Defenders. Oh, that was the greatest fucking hook, dude. You couldn't go wrong with that shit. You couldn't go wrong with Big Willie. But there was another artist back in the day that had more hits than Big Willie. Unfortunately, he's getting more lawsuits than he has hits nowadays. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get into it. The Nitty Gritty Diddy.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Yeah. Jazz.
Live.
Fucking Diddy. He's a fucking crazy guy. The final week of the Diddy trial has wrapped up and it's over. We're gonna find out next week, hopefully. I don't know the jury. They should have today. It should have been over, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I'm sorry for all these numbers here. I'm fucking high and shit, pressing all these numbers. Anyways, here we go. Let's get into it. This week, the fucking government showed an expert that went over all the evidence again and explained to the jury why he is guilty. This evidence shows you that he was kidnapping. This evidence shows you that he was trafficking drugs. This evidence shows you that he was prostituting. And this evidence shows you that he was embezzling and extorting money and also extorting people. Yeah. So then it was Diddy's team to defend him. And the judge told Diddy, it is your choice, Mr. Combs. Are you willing to testify and tell us your accounts? And Diddy says, no, Your Honor, I will not. And the judge said, Are you sure, Mr. Combs? This is by own accord. And he says, yes, Your Honor, I do not wish to testify by my own accord. And by the way, you are doing a wonderful job. I'm not playing. The sick pervert told the judge he. I don't know. I haven't seen pictures of the son of a bitch. He told the son of a bitch, you're doing a wonderful job. Very suspicious, if you ask me. Anyway, his defense went up to defend this guy. And mind you, the government just took literally 5 weeks slamming this guy in the ass. His defense took 30 minutes and said, we're done. I think Diddy ran out of money. Or the government stretched it out. They said the evidence really slow. They called a bunch of people and shit, told a lot of stories. Hey, let's give them a good fucking show. Let's talk about sex and all this shit that happened. I said some of these things are not necessary. The details and a lot of sick motherfuckers were masturbating at home listening to my videos. I know I was.
Live.
But let's be honest. 30 minutes to defend this asshole after a 5 weeks slamming his ass, exposing him. Wow. I mean, I honestly, either he's paid people and he knows he's getting acquitted, or he ran out of money and the defense all like, well, fuck. Just because you're a good client, we'll give you half an hour, man. But I mean, you know, you're not paying us, so. They basically went up there and showed text messages of Cassie and Jane, which, let's be honest about it, at this point, everybody knows is Daphne Joy, 50 Cent's ex baby mama, right there, who was one of Diddy's side bitches. All right. And they showed text message about Cassie also. The ones from Cassie's, where Cassie's saying that she's in love and she loves freak-offs and all that shit. But if you listen to any of my videos, Cassie had already said in the testimonies, because that was also brought up. She said, because I was in love with him and he was manipulating me. But eventually I snapped out of it, and you can see the text messages where I'm telling him that I'm sick of this. I don't want to be treated like a hooker and a whore anymore. You know what I'm saying? But her text messages were shown. And even though the text messages seemed to show that she was a willing participant, it didn't make it any better, because it made her look like a gold digger. Because from the text messages, this whore, because she's an OnlyFans model, by the way, if you want to see her naked, just type in Daphne Joy nude, and she'll come out, because all that shit's leaked on the internet already. There's probably videos of her getting fucked. I'm not lying. I haven't checked. But quite frankly, this is too fake for my taste. Anyways. Her text messages revealed that she's a fucking hoe. And that she knew she was a side bitch. And she really, really wanted to be the main bitch. And so she went along with all of these perversions and getting fucked by 7 guys because she wanted Puff Daddy to fucking eventually make her the main bitch. But either way, it didn't help Diddy's case. So what if a couple of messages of some dumb bitches manipulated into getting fucked by a bunch of guys and extorted into money, and then, like, if you don't get fucked tonight, I'm not paying your rent. I mean, that doesn't help you at all, you idiots. So I just feel like Diddy ran out of money and his defense fucked up. I hope you all enjoyed this picture of this slut, because I'm taking it off. All right. And that, just like that was the end of the trial. And we're going to see next week whether the jury decides that this guy is guilty of the RICO charge of embezzling, extorting, prostituting, trafficking, and basically owning a criminal empire. Now, there is that shit that has been being said during the week. The charges were dropped on Diddy. Let me explain it, because though that is true, it's not a good thing for him. Because the charges that were dropped were charges of attempted kidnapping, attempting trafficking. The attempting charges were completely taken off because they've proven that they did it, that he did it. They did traffic drugs through the plane, through people taken to hotels and shit. They proved it. He did kidnap somebody because it was told by Cassie, by the actual person that was kidnapped, by more witnesses and a police officer. Shit, did the report. So, there's no point of having extra charges of attempted kidnapping because he did do it. So they just dropped all those charges from all the RICO charges. So it doesn't matter. He's going down for kidnapping because all the attempting stuff, they know he did it. We've heard he did it. So it's done. Look, man, the only way this guy's getting off is if he fucking paid people. We already know 2 of the jurors, some shit was happening. One of them got kicked out because Diddy was talking to him, signaling, laughing, doing little heart emojis and shit and a half. And that juror got kicked the fuck out of the trial. The other juror, some shit was going on and some shit leaked out. And the judge wasn't happy about it. And we don't know if that juror is still in there or not. So Diddy, his team, has been trying to get a mistrial. I think they're paying people to fuck and be screwy in the jury. And they've been fucking this whole time, trying to fuck up this case. Mistrial, get him loose. Because, I don't know. I don't know how a jury's not going to vote that he's guilty. Because, even though you might say, well, Bad Boy isn't a gang, it's a fucking record company. All right, Bad Boy's a record company, but he's using it like a goddamn gang. When he's threatening people, when he's setting cars on fire, when he's trafficking drugs, when he's prostituting and shit and a half, threatening people, if I find out, they're going to find you in the river. What the fuck? He's treating it like a goddamn criminal empire. So we'll see what's going to happen with this guy. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't wind up in jail for life. If he does, it looks like we have another OJ on our hands. But, you know, I mean, how do you recover from this? Your whole perverted life exposed for the world. Even if he's acquitted, he's done for. Who the fuck is going to hire him? Or listen to his music or do anything? I mean, I listen to the old music. I have it. But, you know, I wouldn't listen to anything new for this pervert. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, we're done with Diddy. Fuck you, Diddy. And I'm not going to dance to you anymore. I'm fucking pissed. I want this to be over. I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. But you know who we're not sick and tired about? It's none other than the goddamn Yeezy!
I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answer.
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
This guy has been doing this longer than any one of us on Earth. Seriously. There is a reason why he is at the level of greatness that he currently is. And that is because he's been here before. He's been resurrected again. The genius. He's an ancient king from back in the day. Y'all need to respect the Yeezy. Put some respect on his name. Yay. Yay, yay. That's what he likes to be called. Yay, yay. That's right. Put some respect on it. It's my motherfucking Yeezy. This week, you know, he's been attending the trial. They haven't let him in. He has to be watching from a little room on a TV and shit. But he's there in support of Puffy and his lifestyle because him and his wife are in the same kind of shit. They like to have escorts and have people fuck his wife in front of people and for parties, show off in front of his friends. Look what I have. You don't have this. You want to fuck her? Get in there. Get in there right now. Yeah. That's what he likes. That's what happens. That's all right. That's what they're into. He's not shy about it. Not anymore. And Diddy ain't either, apparently. Oh my God. God bless Ye-Say and his wife. Because they're over here in America. You know they're living over there in China. But he come over here in America to support Diddy. During LA. And Ye-Say decided to go to church. Because he's very excited that we have an American Pope. And even though the Ye-Say himself is a Christian man, he's very fascinated by this American Pope, Catholic Pope. And he has decided, to take his wife to church because he felt he needed to confess some of his sins.
Live.
And it was a sunny, bright day. So his wife decided to wear a bikini made out of candy. Skittles, Brights. No, I don't think that was Skittles. Those were Pez or some shit. I don't know. It was candy. It was made by some fashion designer. Ye-Say was paid millions to fucking have his wife wear this. Show it off. And they walk around. And goddamn, this beautiful woman walked around in bikini, basically naked with candy covering her nipples and her pussy. An asshole. And you could just smell the fruit flavors, the bananas, the strawberries, and the apples. Sour apples. It was a sour, because it's candy. Sour apples. Hell yeah. There was a new flavor in there. It was called yeast. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. You gotta try it. Yeah. They say that Ye-Say had a contract. He was gonna pay $50 million if he have his wife walk around in this fucking candy bikini and shit. And of course he took it. And his wife is more than happy to walk around nude. And she likes the feeling of candy in her pussy and ass rubbing on her nipples. And so she did it. And yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, God bless these people for going to church like this. And supporting the American Pope and all his greatness and his holiness. God bless America too, man. Because this is the kind of shit that is possible in America. From Americans only. Because Ye-Say is American and he's the one who thought of this. I don't know if this chick is American, but she didn't think of this. Ye-Say did. This genius. Fucking always pushing the boundaries. Becoming an icon. God damn it. Fuck, this is awesome. Well, they did have a deposit on this motherfucker. Because they did pay him, but they said this is a very expensive bikini. These candies cost us $1.99 a bag. We had to buy a couple of bags because it kept falling off and shit. It took forever to drill little holes into those suckers. And without crumbling. So Ye-Say, we need a deposit on the motherfucker. And Ye-Say's fine. I'll leave you my chrome Bentley, titanium chrome Bentley. It's a deposit. We'll return it, you pussies. This chick is instructed not to eat before gangbangs because Ye-Say doesn't like to see shit coming out of her ass. So she hadn't eaten. She was hungry. And she so slowly started biting candies and taking pieces off of this goddamn bikini. And eventually there was a lot of areas missing. Not to mention, Ye-Say took her into a confessional booth and took a couple of nibbles out of this bikini himself. Plus, he poked a really large hole into an area of one of it. So, yeah. Needless to say, he didn't get his deposit back, and I'm not even lying when they say this. There was missing, candies were missing, and she had eaten some, and so did Yeezy, and so they didn't get the deposit back, but Yeezy still got money from this. And we all still got to see his wife naked. Cheers!
Live.
Oh my god, if only more men shared their wives were as generous as Yeezy and shared their wives, the world would be a better place. Cheers, everybody. Got a new beer here. Cheers. Let's get the show on the road with a goddamn weekly comic book nerd shit. Oh yeah. Comic book nerd shit. And this week, we're gonna start off with some crazy fucking news that at first I thought was lies, but now it's being confirmed and it's fact. But this is weird, and I don't know, I think it's kind of exciting, to be honest with you. I find it exciting. I don't know about other people. But god damn it, none other than Denis Villeneuve, the director of Dune, is going to bring his amazing cinematography perspective to the James Bond franchise. And he has now been, I guess, hired to be the director for the next franchise. Next couple of movies. They hasn't decided who will play Bond, but they want him as a director. This guy's a good visual guy, man. He's like a Christopher Nolan type of guy, where you're gonna get eye candy on the screen. So all you need to do is make sure you have good actors. So it's gonna go down to who's the Bond. But whoever is the Bond, this guy is gonna make it look fucking good. Is all I'm trying to say. I haven't seen Bond in a while. That is the goddamn truth. I haven't really been excited about it or any of that shit. So we'll see how this turns out. But I think it has potential. Denis Villeneuve. We'll see. We'll see. Let's move on to some good fucking exciting news. Because we got more Street Fighter casting. It has now been confirmed that none other, and by the way, I don't know who the fuck this is, Kalina Lang was announced to be cast as Chong Lei. Oh yeah!
Live.
I'm gonna lie, this little hottie is hot as fuck. And I'm down. But there is no way in hell she resembles Chun-Li at all. Mainly because Chun-Li has thick thighs and a big ass. And though I have no objection to this little girl at all, believe me, he does not resemble her. Not even close. And that is my biggest gripe about it. I accept it. Because the little hottie, pretty hot. But they better put her in something sexy too. She's already being a little whore on Instagram. This isn't from her Instagram. This isn't me, like, finding private photos. This is her publicly being a whore. So she's already doing this. They better put her in something really slutty for the movie. I'm down. But I am really disappointed because they could have found. There are plenty of big ass, thick thighed Asian women out there. That's all I'm saying. There's no need to discriminate. You can find a thicker girl. For fuck's sakes. Chun-Li's titties are as big as her face, her head. Look at that, the proportions, her head, her titty is about the size of her fucking face. This little girl's titties, I mean, they're not that big. That's all I'm saying. They're nice. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not denying that I don't like it. I'm just denying the fact that it doesn't compare to it. Is what all I'm trying to say. I think everybody should be concerned about this choice. A little bit. Because at the end of the day, I mean... Yeah. I mean, she's gonna be a slut, then fuck it. Oh, yeah. Anyways, we got more fucking Street Fighter news because it was also announced that none other than Curtis Jackson 50 Cent is now going to play Balrog, the boxer, the crooked, corrupt boxer who went in, used to throwing in fights, make money, and now works for Bison as a thug, bodyguard, beat anyone up, and shit. This is perfect for 50 Cent. He's perfect. I hope he shaves his head, his haircut to be like that. But he looks just like him already. He does. I mean, quite frankly, Mike Tyson would have been the obvious choice. But Mike Tyson sounds like a pussy. I'm not saying he is. Mike Tyson is not a pussy. The Son of Man is saying it. Son of Man is afraid of Mike Tyson. But Mike Tyson does sound like a pussy. His voice is that of a pussy. When you stick your dick in a girl's vagina, Mike Tyson's voice comes out of it. Is all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. So there's no way in hell the people from Street Fighter the movie want Mike Tyson being in it. They want someone tough, with a tough voice. Like 50. Nobody fucks with 50. God damn it. Cheers to 50 Cent. I think he's perfect for being Balrog. And shit. One more has also been announced. None other than dumbass Andrew Schultz is going to play the lame-ass try-hard Dan Hikibiki. Yeah. Or Hikibikai. I don't know how to pronounce it. It could be Hikibiki or Hikibikai. Either way, he's going to be the wannabe Ken and Ryu from the games. Which is absolutely perfect, if you ask me. Because this character is supposed to be lame and a joke. And that's what this guy is. Basically, that's his whole shtick. This movie might just turn out to be the best comic book fighting movie adaptation ever. Better than Mortal Kombat. Just by the casting alone. We've already said fucking Jason Momoa is going to be Blanca. Fucking Roman Reigns is going to be Akuma. Ken and Ryu. We showed Ken and Ryu already. I don't know about Ken. Ken is supposed to be wide. They got some fucking Palestinian guy. But you know what? This is looking good. God damn it. No, Joku, it's not that would be so dope. This is the casting, bro. This is happening. This is moving forward. God damn it. Yeah, you're right, Timmons. One of Joe Rogan's pussy-ass comedians finally broke through. Joe Rogan finally made one of these guys a star. Because, I'm not gonna lie, man. This guy's pretty... I'm not a fan. I'm not. But I've seen him. And this guy's pretty goddamn animated. With his expressions. So, he's an actor. He just hasn't broken into it. This is it. This is his break into it. He's gonna break into Hollywood now. He's gonna be in movies. And yeah, I may not like him, but I will say this. Good for him, bro. Because when I saw him, I said, like I'm telling you, I don't like his comedy. I mean, whatever. I'm like, I don't hate him. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah, a lot of people like him, and that's good. He's not my cup of tea. But I don't hate him. I mean, I don't think he's bad either, you know. But when I saw him, the one thing I did notice is that this guy on stage, he is very animated. He is a good performer, and I said, this guy's an actor. He's a good fucking actor. He's an actor. He's got a potential. This is what he needs. The break to get in there. Street Fighter, the movie, from all the casting, is already sounding good. And hopefully, and I'm praying that they have a good script. This is Legendary Pictures. They've brought us good movies, the Godzilla movies, the, other Pacific Rims and a bunch of other ass. I don't think they're gonna allow a shitty script. At the very least, it's gonna be entertaining, and it's definitely going to be better than the 1994 one. Even though I still enjoy the 94 one, I still sit there and watch it. I can still sit there and watch it. And I think it's been a while since I watched it. I'm probably gonna watch it this weekend. Fuck it, I am. I'm gonna watch it this weekend. It's a goddamn movie. A good movie. I'm not gonna lie. It's campy, it's lame, it's shitty, but goddamn, Raul Julia kills it as Bison, and it deserves all the respect in the world. Because we had never seen a video game movie done right ever. I mean, that was as good as it got. I think this has hope, man. Theo Vaughn doesn't look like Dan, and he's not tall enough. This guy's tall enough to be right next to Roman Reigns, to Ryu, and he's tall enough. He's gonna be a joke because that's what Dan is, and that's perfect for him, bro. The casting is right. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Yes, Mason! Fortnite on Mondays. God damn it. Cheers to Mason! Oh my god. Cheers, Mason, you freaking guy. Mondays and Tuesdays, Mason. Get on it, you freaking guy. Alright. Let's move on from the Street Fighter. I'm excited about Street Fighter. You guys should be excited about Street Fighter. This fucking idiot Andrew Schultz looks excited about fucking Street Fighter. But I'll tell you who I'm not excited about. And that is none other than James fucking Gunn. That idiot who is single-handedly about to destroy an entire studio and a franchise. And because of this idiot, we will be deprived of Batman and Superman and The Flash and Aquaman and all these other heroes that we all want to see. We will be deprived of them for years to come. Because this idiot is in charge of DC. Oh, son of man. You're a hater. You hate James Gunn. This is all you do every week. You come on here with your silly little braided hair, your white hair, because you're old, you old man, you boomer, and your makeup, because you think you're trans. Fuck you. I was trans before it was cool. You come on here and you want to hate on James Gunn and his genius. That's your shtick. That's what you do for a living. No, that's not what I do for a living. I don't make any money from this ass. I wish I could make money from this. Unfortunately, I only have the woke pack. The 3 of them all. 4 motherfuckers watching me right now.
Live.
Mason Timmons, fucking Joko, and Roast watching me tonight. I love you guys. Fuck you, James Gunn, you pussy. I'm not a hater. I just know the facts. You don't believe me? You don't have to take my word for it. So I'm just a silly fucking guy wearing makeup on YouTube. What the fuck do I know? I'm already confused because I don't even know my own fucking gender, right? Well, James Gunn tells you, or told you this week, out of his own fucking mouth in an interview, he said, "Oh, guess what? The DCU is going to be better than anything you've ever seen before. You know why?" He said, "Because I'm taking inspiration from some of the greatest things in pop culture history, not Marvel. We're going to be different than Marvel and the MCU. I am not doing Guardians of the Galaxy. I am not doing Marvel or MCU. I'm taking inspiration from good things like Game of Thrones and Star Wars. And this is going to be better than the multiverse and Marvel and anything Kevin Feige and anyone else ever come up with. Just you wait." This guy is a goddamn idiot, Timmons. He is. He's a dumbass. This is what his inspiration. This is what he has planned. He says, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking make it like Game of Thrones. A fucking badass show that dropped the fucking ball at the end in the final season because the directors stopped caring about it and shit. And I'm gonna take inspiration from Star Wars, a dying franchise that Disney was literally given the blueprints by the man who created it, by the man who sold it to them. He said, here is an outline and the scripts I already wrote for the future of the franchise. If you follow this, it'll make you tons of money." And Disney saw all the stuff that George Lucas gave them and said, "Well, there's not enough blacks or lesbians in this, so we're not gonna use this." And so now we have a failing and dying Star Wars universe. And that is what James Gunn apparently is taking all his inspiration from, fellas. Straight out of his own fucking mouth. But the son of man is a fucking hater. He hates James Gunn. He hates DC. He likes to lick Marvel ass. Fuck you. I like Superman. I love Batman. And I really like The Flash. I don't love The Flash, but I really like it. Because honestly, The Flash, he's number 2. But The Flash, to me, is more powerful than Superman. When you come to DC, this is a crazy thing. I like DC because DC is not like Marvel. DC has gods. I'm not playing with you. The Justice League, just the base, the 5 Justice League members, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Flash. Hell, throw in, I don't consider Aquaman to be a base one, because he's fucking fish and shit. But throw in Aquaman in there fucking for fun. Those guys could take on the entire Marvel universe and destroy them. Just them alone. Not to mention the rest of the DC universe. Jack Kirby wasn't an idiot. Alright. When he fucking left, he said, "Fuck you, Stan Lee. I'm gonna create the opposite, but gonna be better." DC has gods compared to Marvel. They have gods. I like the characters in DC. The problem is, James Gunn doesn't like human characters. He likes monsters and goblins and demons and fucking raccoons and llamas and shit. And that's why we're getting trash. Superman was an obligation. The fucking studio, Warner Brothers, forced him and said, you have to make a Superman fucking movie. Superman should obviously be making any company that owns the property billions of dollars. But somehow, Warner Brothers has not figured out how to make Superman the right way. And they haven't still, because they gave it to this autistic idiot. It's a big fucking mess. Yeah, it is. Everybody, oh, some man is a fucking hater. He hates James Gunn. So, Game of Thrones is successful, and Star Wars is successful, and he's just thinking, don't worry. He's got it on lockdown. Oh, yeah. Superman is weeks away, my friends. And I already said Jurassic Park is coming out first, then Superman, and then Fantastic Four. All within the same week. Month. And all within 1 week apart from each other. Only one will remain victorious of the summer movie blockbuster. And I already said it's going to be Jurassic Park. 800 million is my prediction worldwide. Fantastic Four in second place with 400 to 500. But I think it's going to be around 400 million. No, everybody's lost faith in Marvel movies. No, and people don't have money right now. 400 million worldwide. 400 to 500 for Fantastic Four, which is still a loss. Because that's like barely breaking even. Barely. And James Gunn, piece of shit disaster that costs well over $400 million. And they're lying to you. And it costs well over $400 million once you take into account all the fucking advertisements and shit on TV and on social medias. James Gunn's piece of shit trash is gonna make a measly $250 million, under $300 million. That is my prediction. Son of Man, stamp on it.
For life.
Oh, Son of Man's a hater. He just doesn't like James Gunn with his black shirt and the Steve Jobs glasses and his fucking spiky white hair. Fuck you, James Gunn. I have white hair too, you son of a bitch. And I didn't dye mine. Mine is natural. I've had white hair since I was in the fucking 12 years old, you son of a bitch. Ask my friends. They know. Piece of shit. Oh, you still think I'm a hater and I'm lying and shit. Oh, Son of Man doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, here's a clip from the Superman movie just to show you how shitty this is gonna be. Not only shitty, but how supposedly this guy's some kind of a fucking genius and he finally got Superman. Remember, that's what the fake news is telling you. This man has finally understood Superman. Someone finally got Superman right. Here is Superman done right, according to the fake news and James Gunn.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be... Superman, we finally made. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog?
The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog?
What in the fuck? People complained about Zack Snyder's Superman, that he was violent and crazy. And what kind of Superman is this?
Where's the dog?
Dog?
The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog?
Could you imagine if that Superman that you're seeing right there, because he's pissed because someone kidnapped his dog. Which, by the way, doesn't make any fucking sense. This is Superman who has X-ray vision, lasers, just God on Earth. Jesus Christ on Earth, walking around and shit. And somehow his dog got kidnapped by a human being. Doesn't even make sense to begin with. On top of that, this guy's a fucking psychopath. Look how out of control he is. What kind of a Superman is this? People complain about Zack Snyder's Superman being crazy and violent and shit. What is this? Could you imagine if this Superman that you're watching right here,
Where's the dog?
if he threw a tantrum at 12 years old in Mama and Papa's Kent's farm, which you know any kid will, any fucking kid will. Imagine what he did to the house if he's doing that right here to a total fucking stranger, because according to this is the first time they've met.
Where's the dog?
What the fuck kind of Superman is this? Some kind of fucking mentally demented 12-year-old who has no control of his fucking emotions. Superman is God on Earth. He is supposed to be in control of his stature, of his emotions, because he knows, just like Spider-Man, that with great power comes great responsibility, and I shouldn't be acting like this.
Where's the dog?
This guy is an idiot. James Gunn is the worst thing that has ever happened to DC, Superman, Batman, and just plain human beings. Period. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be... Superman, we finally made it. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog?
The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog?
And if you still think the Son of Man's a hater, he hates James Gunn. He's just talking about shit. Talking out of his ass. Words are coming out of his farts. He doesn't know what he's talking about, they say. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Guess what? This guy is such an idiot. If they showed a screening to the geeks, the privileged fucking rich fucks, paid $1,500 for a press pass, have 1 million subscribers, because every time they post a video, they get hundreds and thousands of fucking clicks and likes within 5 seconds of uploading it. And shit. Unlike the Son of Man here in his channel, with his small audience, the real audience, the people, the woke pack.
Woke pack. For life.
Yeah. Well, they showed the movie to these idiots. And now the end of credit scenes have leaked. Now we don't have video because unfortunately these guys are real pussies and they don't take their cell phones in there. I would have worn those fake glasses like this dumbass over here, because you know he's not blind. He's gonna wear those fake glasses to try to look smart and shit like Steve Jobs. But I would have worn the glasses that have the camera in it, and I would have caught the whole movie. It would have been pirated on the internet already 2 weeks before it even comes out. But these guys are pussies. But they went on Reddit. One of them pussies went on Reddit and they told it all. So here you go, motherfuckers. Apparently, Warner Brothers got fucking pissed at this guy's original plans for his end of credit scenes. Because we mentioned already in the past how the end of credit scenes was Brainiac teasing for the next movie. And then teasing Supergirl showing up saying, "Where's Crypto?" Because it turns out it's her dog. And she was on spring break or whatever, vacation. And she left him for him to take care. And she arrives all drunk from spring break. "Where's my dog?" And she passes out in front of him. And the dog licks her and pisses on her or whatever. But Warner Brothers says, hey, this is ass. I already said, we already said 2 weeks ago, Warner was pissed at the movie that they showed the executives. And he had to go back and change it all and fix it and reshoot. All these rumors were coming out. We said it already. This is exposed. Well, here are the brand new end of credit scenes for you motherfuckers. I don't know what order they are, but one of them is going to be lame as fuck. Apparently, it's going to be Superman and Krypto sitting down on the moon, looking down at Earth. They're home. And they're happy. And Krypto is wagging his tail. So no more drunk Supergirl leading into a movie or none of that ass. Because they said, why do you want to portray the hero for a strong women audience as a drunk and a degenerate right from the start, James Gunn? You idiot. And they forced him to change it, which I would have done it too. This is just a stupid decision. I know she's a teenager, but she's Superman. If Captain America could take a shot of alcohol and not get drunk, then Superman and Supergirl should not be able to get high or drunk at all, even if they tried. Because they're above humans. You idiot. But this guy doesn't think like that because he's a dumbass and an autistic and a dumbass and an idiot. Yeah, he is. But we're not done. Because the other credit scene, apparently, is none other than Superman and Mr. Terrific staring down at a sidewalk from all the destruction from the fight they fought. And they're just staring at it. And one of them, I don't know if it's Mr. Terrific or if it's Superman, but whoever says it is gonna fucking be lame as fuck. But one of them says, looks at the other one and says, I think it's crooked. And that's how the movie ends and shit. Fuck you, Mr. Jimmy fucking Gunn. You literally just destroyed an entire franchise. And Warner knows it. David Zaslav and the motherfuckers. That's why they split the company in half to try to split the ass that you're going to destroy with your ass. Look, everything's going to be canceled after this failure of a movie happens. I'm telling you, this is ass. This is 100% ass. And all you have to do, I mean, this is it. This shows you this is worse than anything you've ever imagined.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be... Superman, we finally meet. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog?
The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog?
Oh, yeah, that's gonna...
I mean, the dog has superpowers. It's not like he can die, because he can't. For fuck's sakes, he's God also. He has the same powers as he does. He's just in a fucking cage licking a fucking bone because he doesn't know any better. But he can break out of it at any time as soon as he figures it out. But this guy's being an idiot, breaking in to a weakless human's fucking place, causing a scene, looking like an idiot, looking like one of us when he's supposed to be Jesus Christ. God damn it. James Gunn, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're destroying Superman and his legacy and everything Christopher Reeves ever stood for. You dumbass. The only time this ever happened was Superman, what was it, 2 or 3? The one where his personality split because the Richard Pryor was fucking around with a machine and they kind of made like two Supermans and one of them was evil, was being a dickhead, was fucking a lady and her son. Yeah. But that was part of a movie. You're just being an idiot. God damn it. I'm done with James Gunn and this dumb... No, we're not done. Oh my God. God damn it. I wish I was done with this idiot. I really do. Unfortunately, James Gunn is not done with his dumb ass. Because we already know how much of an idiot he is. But you still want to believe that he's some kind of a genius, some kind of Steve Jobs, revolutionary, fucking changing the world and shit. Remember why he got fired from Marvel? For tweeting some dumbass shit about how he would like to rape and kill babies or some shit like that. Fucking dumbass. Well, now he's at it again, posting on Twitter some dumbass shit from behind the scenes of Superman and putting some disgusting fucking tweets. Oh, it was just a mistake. I'm not an idiot. I'm just autistic. Fuck you, James Gunn. You're a dumbass. And you're going to destroy Warner. And because of you, we're never going to see Matt Reeves' sequel to The Batman, which, by the way, the script has finally been turned in after all the nays. And I don't like this script of James Gunn for the past 2 years, denying everything that Matt Reeves has turned in. Finally been accepted. We're never going to see it. We're never going to see no Superman or nothing ever again. No Flash, no Wonder Woman, no Aquaman. The best we ever got out of Flash and Aquaman were dumbass Jason Momoa and that degenerate criminal of Ezra Miller. Thanks to James Gunn. Because he's an idiot who was given billions of dollars to piss away on his idiotic fan fiction that doesn't make fucking sense. And I'm done with this piece of shit and his dumb fucking ass. Well, let's move on to the main ass. Or one of the main asses. No, this is the main ass of tonight, because then we got some good stuff. We got spoilers. But let's get into the main ass. Talk about none other than Ironheart, Riri Williams. 3 episodes dropped in one night. And there's a reason. 3 episodes of a 6-episode series. Half of the series dropped in one night. There's a reason that happened. Because this show sucks ass. And Marvel and Kevin Feige fucking knew it. And by the way, I'm showing you some clips, and this show looks expensive as fuck. Holy shit. This is movie quality. Some of the other shows didn't look movie quality. Agatha, all along, was not movie quality. That looked like fucking some Power Rangers. It was good. I liked it. That woke show, I liked that woke fucking show. I liked it better than some of the other ass they've been showing us. This looks expensive as fuck. This probably cost as much as a movie. I don't know why they would spend that much money on a show that's on streaming service. It can very easily be pirated that very day you stream it. That very night you stream it. Within hours, it's pirated already. I had it. Within an hour, I had it. And this quality too. So it baffles me why you would spend hundreds of millions of dollars on 6 episodes. And not only ass, but on something you're never going to make your money back on. Because you're charging people $15 a month. And not a lot of people are subscribed to your stupid shit. But oh well. What can I say about this show? I'm not going to give you a full review, beat by beat. Alright? I've said I don't do those kinds of reviews anymore, like when I was with He Who Should Not Be Named, that piece of shit that I fucking hate with all my soul. We don't do those kinds of reviews anymore. Why? Because this show's on Friday. By the time Friday comes along, you've already seen all your favorite motherfuckers, like the new rock stars with the new black girl, because Eric Voss is too rich and famous to do videos anymore, so he hired black people to do his videos. And that fucking Heavy Spoilers, who doesn't like to do videos anymore because he's too rich and British too. and neurotic and that other lesbian and that other black dude and all the other gays and lesbians and all binary. You already saw all of their fucking reviews. So I'm not going to repeat anything they've said. I'm doing a quick shit, my opinions, and pointing out the goddamn obvious that maybe someone else hasn't said already. This show is bad. This show is really fucking bad. And I will show you one fucking image that basically summarizes the entire fucking show for you. Forced fucking wokeness. Not only that, but explain to me, why the fuck was Eric Andre even hired to be in this? Especially when the character he is playing is not funny, does not say a single funny thing at all, and quite frankly is not necessary to the plot or to the storyline. Eric Andre plays... Okay, let me explain to you really quick so you know the story. Riri Williams. This takes place after Wakanda Forever. Riri Williams is in college, and she is... Because, oh, I am black, and I don't have fucking opportunities, so I don't have money to make my Iron Man suit the way Tony Stark does. And she literally says that in the beginning of the movie. I am poor and black, and I'm not privileged like Tony Stark, who's white and a billionaire. So I have to find ways to make an Iron Man suit. Oh yeah? Did you not in the last fucking movie, Wakanda Forever, have the help of your African brothers from the nation of Wakanda, where you and your ancestors probably originated from in this universe? Did you not have their help in the last movie? So I guess they completely forgot about your black ass. So you have to. And this is in the very fucking first minute of the episode. So she has to lie, cheat, and steal in college, MIT. And she starts helping students with their papers and their projects and basically plagiarizing. And she gets caught. And that's her excuse to the principal or the dean, is that I'm black and I'm not privileged like Tony Stark, so I have to do these things in order to make an Iron Man suit so I can change the world, she says. And they tell her, well, no, because you're really smarter than everyone, but that doesn't give you the right to lie, cheat, and steal in college. And so you're getting expelled. Just like anyone else who lies, cheats, and steals in college would. To be fair and honest. And so what does she do? She gets mad. And she goes to her lab. And she decides to steal the prototype Iron Man suit that she was building with the grant and scholarship money that the college was paying for. Right off the bat, what in the motherfuck are you trying to teach kids? To be ungrateful? To steal? I mean, what the fuck, bro? The beginning of it is completely fucked. She stole the shit from the college. Mind you, it's a prototype. It does break apart as she gets to Chicago. It starts falling apart on her and she crashes. And it makes a hole in the ground and the hole spells Ironheart. And that's how the series starts. Oh, yeah. Fucking ass. Fucking ass. Not to mention that this show is not made for everybody. And I think you know what I mean when I say that. I may be just slightly lighter skin tone than she is. Just a little bit. But this show is definitely not made for somebody of my color, is all I'm trying to say. It gets worse. Whoever wrote this show is an idiot. Not only an idiot, but this show was obviously written at the peak of the Biden administration. Some of the worst, horrendous dialogue I have ever heard in the history of cinema, of sitcoms, of anything ever recorded in my life. And I have actually seen that video of that little boy from Tosh.0 where that lady asks him a question and that little boy says, "I like turtles." The dialogue in this show is even worse than that live televised shit of that idiot little boy. God damn it. And if you think that I'm lying, just listen to this dialogue.
Dang, that was you who crashed just now? You need like a Band-Aid or an ice pack? I'm and
Where is your stash?
You've got the wrong guy. Maybe whoever you're looking for lived here before me and forgot to change his address on the black market.
Let me borrow this wagon real quick. Borrow? In this economy? Nah, I can give you 20. Make it 40, you got a D. Hey, don't blame me. Blame inflation. Are you crying?
Sorry, sometimes it just happens. It's totally involuntary.
Some of the worst fucking horrendous dialogue ever spoken or recorded ever on Earth. Oh my God. Who wrote this fucking show? This is the most idiotic fucking shit I've ever heard. And it drives me fucking nuts. And before you start complaining, yeah, I know, alright? There's a gay guy down there. The gay guy ain't going nowhere. He's gonna stay there for the rest of the fucking show. Get over it. He's the best goddamn thing that happened on this show. Everything else sucked ass. This show is super fucking racist. I already told you the story alone, how it started. Already portraying the hero of the story. A liar, a cheater, fucking and stealing, lie, cheating, and stealing in college. All from the beginning of the motherfucking show. It gets fucking worse. Because the whole actual story of it is that, oh, she wants to fucking make an Iron Man suit to be better and everybody be better than Tony Stark and all that shit. Well, she couldn't do it in college because she was caught lying and cheating and stealing, even though she already had scholarships, and she was building a suit already with the college's help, but she's impatient, didn't know how to wait and take her time and shit. So what? Because she's brown? Because she is brown. There's no such thing as blacks. That's a lie the white man came up with. She's a darker shade of brown than I am. But because she's brown, she has to just resort to fucking lying, cheating, and stealing, and worse. Like the story says.
Consider this a signing bonus. And if you agree to do the next 3 jobs with us, you'll have way more than this.
Okay, so what do you do?
Theft, extortion, breaking and entering. So you in or out?
Better be worth it.
It will be.
Will it be worth it? I mean, you literally are trying to sell the hero of the story as a criminal. She literally asked the guy, what are we doing? We're extorting, we're stealing, breaking an entry. And here's some money. What in the motherfuck are you teaching brown kids? Fuck you, Kevin Feige, and fuck you, Disney, for making this ass. Because you know what? In their fucked up, stupid ass universe, it's apparently okay. Apparently, it's fucking okay to be a criminal as long as there's good intentions behind it. Fuck you. There is nothing good about what the fuck they're trying to show here or prove. It gets even worse because the villain's plan is even fucking stupider. And you could tell it was a goddamn Biden leftist supporter who came up with this fucking idea.
A very talented team just hijacked your system, but we have to make it official still. This contract states that you will agree to put me and my associates on Tunnel's payroll, 6-figure salaries, and equity in the company as an anonymous co-owner. Ready to sign?
Extortion. Which makes no fucking sense. So, and by the way, here's a spoiler for you because the show hasn't told anyone yet. The person, the CEO who controls all these companies, because there's a guy on top and all the companies are below him. There's a guy on top. And they're extorting all the companies. They're hacking into their systems, taking it over. The gay guy down there, the badass motherfucker, the only goddamn good thing on this show right there. He's the one who hacks into it. Once they have control of the systems. And by the way, it also doesn't make any sense because the first heist is a subway system in New York. And Riri Williams uses the Iron Man suit that she makes at her house, at her mom's house. And mind you, there's only Tony Stark is dead, so there's only one other person in the world who makes an Iron Man suit. It's shit. But somehow, no one figures this out. They're the ones that break into this. Even though all the cameras and everybody sees an Iron Man person going in there and doing this shit for them. Makes no fucking sense. But anyways, they're extorting people and forcing them to sign a contract to make all of the people in the gang shareholders so they can get money from the companies. Which makes no fucking sense because that kind of shit can be fixed the very next day by going to the bank and telling them to cancel, change the bank accounts, blah, 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 etc. It's an easy fix. So, it makes no fucking sense that these woke as fuck people are trying to extort people like this. Fucking idiots. And not only that, but she's the smartest person. Because Moon Girl, oh, by the way, in the MCU, she's supposed to be the smartest person in the world. Smarter than Reed Richards. Yes, it's true. In the comic books, she is the second smartest person in the world because the first smartest person in the world, according to the comic books, is another little black girl called Moon Girl who has a pet devil red T-Rex called Devil Dinosaur. From another dimension. We're not going to get into that because the MCU hasn't even mentioned her and probably never will because that is fucking stupid. Thank God. If they ever mention her in the MCU, that's it. It's over. 100%. There's still some hope with the X-Men and the reboot after Secret Wars. But this is ass. This is ass. Anyway, she is so fucking smart. She is so fucking smart that she has to go commit crimes and she can't figure out a way to make a fucking get a legitimate job because she's a genius to make money to make her Iron Man suit. I mean, god damn it. What happened to the nation of Wakanda? Could you have not have called your friends over at the nation of Wakanda for help or assistance or maybe some funding so you can make your own Iron Man suit and help change the world? Apparently not, according to Kevin Feige and the MCU. God damn it. This is a really bad show. I'm not going to go over this. It gets really... Look, the way they paint her to be, and I'm a big fan of Riri Williams from the comic books. Sorry, I'm knocking down my lamp shade over here. If you go back on somewhere on my page, there is a video where I go over all my comic books. I have the entire Riri Williams first arc. I collected all her comic books. I was a big fan and supporter. This is a lame-ass representation, a cop-out. A lame-ass cop-out of what it's supposed to be. She is selfish. She is a horrible person in this series compared to her counterpart in the comic books. In the comic books, her dad and her best friend, her whole family and the neighborhood, everybody was at the park having a good time, where some gang members came by, had a drive-by shootout, and her dad and her best friend died because her dad jumped in front of them, but the bullets went through his chest that killed him, and it managed to kill her best friend. And so she decides that she wants to make an Iron Man suit to be a hero and protect people in the slums. Because Iron Man doesn't protect black people. He only protects aliens, the world from aliens and shit like that. There needs to be somebody in the lower level helping the black people. It's a good story. This does not capture that at all. This little girl is selfish. She is evil. Dude, the storyline is there. It's changed a little bit. Apparently the drive-by happened in her dad's garage. It kind of doesn't make any sense, because it would make more sense if they were in public for a drive-by shooting to happen at a park. Oh, it happened in a garage, in his dad's garage, while they were there. It doesn't make any sense. They give her trauma where she has mental breakdowns because she remembers the memories, like the way Tony Stark had in Iron Man 3, the shittiest Iron Man movie ever. But they give it to her too now. Fucking stupid. She creates an AI because she falls asleep putting these things on her brain while she falls asleep, and the AI becomes her dead best friend. And the AI is not smart at all and continuously fucks everything up for her. Not only that, but like I said, she's the second smartest person in the MCU, and yet this little girl fucks up at every heist. They show 2 heists. There's one more heist left. We'll get into that. One more heist left, but they show 2 heists, and she fucks both of them up. How is this the smartest person in the world, and she fucks up all the time? It makes no sense. Makes no fucking sense. This show is really bad. She's a selfish person. Now, mind you, her stepdad, her best friend and her stepdad got killed in the drive-by. The mom, who obviously was in love with her stepdad, lost the stepdad. The mom discovers the AI, and she freaks out because it's her dead friend. But the AI explains to her what it is and what's going on. And she spends a lot of time talking with the mom. They don't show it, but after a while, they come back to them, and you see that they've been talking for a while. And the mom is happy, and she says, "I can't believe Riri did this. She's a genius, and you're just exactly like her best friend." And then later on, when she talks to Riri, and by the way, Riri's a bitch to her mom. She ignores her, doesn't want to talk to her, just completely. It's just unlike the way she is in the comic books. It's just unlike. It's fucked up the way they're making this character. The mom asks her, "You made your friend as an AI? That's amazing." And Riri tells her, "Well, I don't know how she was born, because it's a mistake. It was an accident that it happened, right? The show wants to tell you it's an accident, whatever." And so the mom, because she says, "You look just like her. Can you make one of your stepdad?" Because the mom misses, obviously, her partner. And Riri says, "No, I can't." It's the shittiest thing in the world. I don't even know why it's included. Because it makes you feel bad. And it makes Riri look even worse. Because it's like, yes, you can make one for her, but you don't want to. because you're selfish and shit. And she continuously ignores her mom, who obviously needs comfort because she's also suffered a loss. Horrible character development. For a character who's the main character and they want us to love her, it's a horrible, horrible character development. And cheers to Anthony Wyndham!
Live.
Don't you worry, Wyndham. You'll never be late to the party. As long as you're with the Son of Man, you're always first on my book and the Woke Pack.
Live.
You motherfucker. Cheers! Already shooting fireworks. They're not to next week. You tell those sons of bitches to wait until next week. Alright. Last 4th of July, we had fireworks. We had gunshots live on the broadcast. Will we have it this year? I don't know. This is a brand new neighborhood. Oh, we're gonna find out if we'll hear fucking gunshots next week. Hopefully not. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie, that was really scary. Anyways, we're gonna move on from Riri Williams and her racist ass. And one last thing. I'm sorry. I cut away too soon. Next Tuesday, the last 3 episodes will be shown. And we already know that Mephisto, Sacha Baron Cohen will come out. Finally, after years of teasing the character, we finally see him. And here to our left is leaked concept art of his human form. Because we're not going to see the devil until probably the end of credit scene of the final episode. But in the show, the next episode, we will see him in human form. And this is how gay he's gonna look. Oh! Smoke weed every day. I pressed the wrong button there. Sorry about that. I meant to press this button.
Live.
Oh yeah! Don't worry, everybody. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to Anthony Timmons. You're good. Don't worry about it. All right, we're done. How about Ironheart? We'll come back next week and talk about a little fucking bitch ass show. Don't worry, woke friend down there is gonna stick around to the end of the show. Keep us company. Cheers. The only good part of the whole goddamn show, I swear to God. Hopefully he has a bigger part in the next 3 episodes. It would have been better if he was Mephisto, but we're gonna get Sacha Baron Cohen. Very nice. We'll see how that turns out. Anyways. Let's move on to some spoilers. Because guess what? The entire Fantastic Four movie was shown to the public. Or really to the nerds. You know, the fucking Grace Randolph and heavy spoilers and that other new rock stars and the black girl and the lesbian, the other motherfucker, the Indian guy. All those guys. They were shown to them pussies. One of them leaked it on the internet. And here it is for everybody. The goddamn Fantastic Four First Steps entire plot coincides, by the way, with all the leaks we've been giving you for the past 1.5 years of this movie. Here it is. The film opens with the line, "You all know the story," because this is the 3rd and actually 4th, if you count the 1994 cinematic version of the Fantastic Four that was made. It's actually a pretty good movie with shitty effects. This is the 4th iteration of the goddamn movie. Just like the spoilers we've been saying, we get a brief montage of all their battles in this universe, with the Mole Man and that big monster from the commercial we already showed you last week, and the red ghosts and all these monkeys that he telepathically controls, just like the ridiculousness of the Stan Lee and Jack Kirby fucking early day comic books. So I'm sure Doomcock is gonna have plenty of orgasms with the beginning of the fucking movie. Anyways, back at home, Sue Storm discovers that she's pregnant, because that's what happens when you fuck a bitch and come inside of her instead of pulling out and coming on her face. And then the team prepares for their arrival. But then, just like the brand new trailer, which basically confirms all of this, shows the Silver Surfer Shalabao in this universe arrives with a warning. Galactus is coming. And so just like in the trailer shows, the team goes into space to talk to Galactus, who is inside this big ship, and they said when they go to talk to him, he's already eating a planet. And of course he says, according to the leak, Galactus will tell them, I will spell Earth, but only if you give me your child. Because, by the way, she gives birth in space, and the kid, obviously, because they all have superpowers, she has powers. I already told you that the secret of the movie is that they're from the MCU, and they secretly got transported there, and that's why they have powers, and now they live there. They've been living there for years, and that's their home. But they're really from the MCU. Anyways. Galactus wants their child because he has a lot of power, and he thinks he can make him a herald or use him or some shit like that. They refuse, and they battle the Silver Surfer. They said during the fight, the Silver Surfer is thrown into a wormhole that is created, and she experiences like a whole month goes by for her, while really only minutes went by for them over here, because that's the way time works in a wormhole. But anyways, Reed manages to teleport them back to Earth, away from Galactus. And when Shalabao returns, she wants to go after them and shit. And so then Reed, now on Earth, tells the humans, this is what's happening, and we're all gonna die. And the humans are all like, can you save us? And he's all like, I don't know, but we will do everything we can to try to help. And so Reed builds this machines that the trailer shows, and the machines are gonna make some kind of portal to transport Galactus somewhere else. Right? That's what they say. The machine is shown in the trailers, so this is turning out to be true. Here's a machine, and it's built all over the world. You have several stations all over the fucking world. As this is showing in the goddamn trailer. This is all being true. And so, then, they transport Galactus the fuck out of there through this portal. But I'm guessing, because it doesn't explain here, that the Fantastic Four get pulled into that same portal. And that portal, or wormhole, which is probably what it's going to be, is going to transport all of them to the MCU. Galactus will be in the MCU. Probably not near Earth or not near anybody, but he will be there, and he will be like, whoa, new planets to consume. That's when we'll get the actual Silver Surfer, the male. Because remember how we said that the Silver Surfer dies in this one? Or at least that's what they say in this shit. And that's why the Fantastic Four will be transported back to their original universe, the MCU. And of course, this also says that the end of credit scene, which we already leaked in the back a few weeks ago, say that yes, Dr. Doom is there, a cloaked figure. We don't see his face. We see his body with armor, and he's holding his mask and is holding Franklin Richards. So that is the Fantastic Four leak that has happened. And it's true, and it coincides with basically everything we've been saying. We know the whole movie already. If you've watched this the past 5 weeks, you know the entire Fantastic Four movie. Plain and simple. That is the truth. Fuck that. One last bit of rumor. No longer a spoiler. This is a rumor. For Secret Wars is that Josh Brolin Thanos is coming back. And if he does, it's obviously why the Russo brothers are bringing Thanos back for Secret Wars. And that is to create literally one fucking comic book page from the Secret Wars most recent run. And that is when Thanos arrives and they tell him, Thanos, Dr. Doom is God. You need to help us. And he's like, Dr. Doom is not God. I am Thanos. I held the Infinity Stones. There's no one more powerful than me. And he confronts Doom. And God Doom punches him in the fucking chest and pulls out his spine and his skull. And he says, there is no one stronger or more powerful than God Doom in Battle World. And I gotta tell you, I hope this rumor is true, because this is one of the most epic comic book pages to have ever been conceived in the past 20 fucking years. And that is from a man who has hated a lot of the shit that's been coming out of Marvel's ass. Yeah. I hope this is true. This is just a rumor. But this is a really good rumor. That is a good possibility. I hope this is true. I mean, I don't even know why the Russos would not want to include this in their goddamn finale. God damn it. But I am done with the goddamn comic book nerd ass. And quite frankly, we are done. Oh shit. God damn you. We're done with everything for tonight. So I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of life advice to take home for the evening. And that is this. Family. There is only one family. And that is those who love you. Anyone else who doesn't, they're not family. It doesn't matter what kind of blood bond or sexual pact you've had. If they don't genuinely love you, there are no family. You don't need haters, instigators, and motherfucking lies, cheaters, and stealers, and motherfucking people that have absolutely no love and only have hate, jealousy towards you. You don't need those people in you. It doesn't matter if they look like you, if they are the same skin tone as you, or if they have the same last name. Those are not your family. People that love you and look after you, and that'll never, ever let you down. Those are cheers, everybody. You all have a good night. God bless everyone. Cheers to the Woke Pack.
Cheers, motherfuckers. Woke Pack for life.
Live.
What the fuck, man? Fucking running like lady, eh?